Welcome to Oahspe College University. Today we're going to be discussing about who is Jehovah. Um, for centuries now, the name Jehovah has been hidden from the public. The reason why we don't know, but from Oahspe's point of view, we're going to give this information out today on our live broadcast. Welcome, sister, for joining us.
Welcome, peace.
From years of reading Oahspe, the angels that came down to our planet 79,000 years ago, they came with the name Jehovah. And the question is today in 2017, who is Jehovah? Jehovah is the creator. Jehovah is the ever present. Jehovah is our father. Jehovah is our mother. For years now, over 7,000 years ago, an angel by the name Anuhasaj decided that he was going to be the very creator, and he decided to go down with some bunch of commissioner angels. One of them was Baal, another name was Astaroth, and we have another name by Osiris, and four other angels that I don't remember the name of it. One of them is also called Anubai. They went across the planets to Africa, China, India, any other place Anwasa told them to go, and decided that they were going to change the very name. From your years of reading Oahspe, or even from your inspiration, because I know some people, even though they don't read Oahspe, they still receive inspiration. If you go to some remote villages, if you ask them who is the creator, they say to you the Great Spirit. And the name the Great Spirit is also in Oahspe as the creator. From your years of experience, who do you think Jehovah is, and what is Jehovah to you? Sister, are you still on? Yeah, Lyric, are you still on? I think we have a mute problem. Are you still on? Okay, I think I lost you. Okay, when you get a chance, just connect back. As I was saying until the sister joined us, Jehovah is the ever present. This name was used by the first God of heaven and earth by the name by sanctity, who came down on our planet and said, gave this name to the new race, which we know as the Ions. The Ions are the new race. According to the Bible, you read a name in Genesis as Abel, but Abel means spiritual understanding or spiritual connection. So the Ions had spiritual understanding after the race of angels that came down by entities had sex with the group of humans called Adam, and this resulted to a new race by the name of Irons. Sister Larry, can you hear us now, or are you still? Because I
Yes,
lost
I'm
you for a
sorry, I
minute.
got knocked off.
Oh, you got knocked off. No, no wonder. So I had to continue talking. From your years of experience in reading Oahspe or whatever other literature you must have read, who do you think Jehovah is to you?
Um, he is, like I said before, he is that spirit that I didn't know, even though I've heard of the word Jehovah before. It just been I had been so suppressed into religion that kind of like faded off, but it has always there, just kind of forget about it once you get into like religion and stuff. So Jehovah is, he, like I said, that spirit that I didn't know. He is everything. He is in everything. And
Jehovah
mhm.
is the all person, is the all 360 degrees. So he's in the is the circle of everything. He's the universe. He's the law. He's basically everything. Um, when we read further in Oahspe, Jehovah, the name Jehovah was also given to the Israelites. Now, we know from reading Oahspe that the name was suppressed because they had some bunch of fallen angels that came down to our planet and decided. But why do, beside reading Oahspe, why do you think in 2017 that the name Jehovah is not known to anybody? I know the Israelite had the name, Abraham knew the name Jehovah, but how come other people don't know the name?
um, right, you saying like not everybody knows of the name.
Yeah, why do you think? Why do you think the name was suppressed? I mean, because we in 2017, and we know when we read Oahspe, uh, it was the book, the spiritual guidebook Oahspe was transmitted to us around 1882. Now, from 1882 up to now, that's more than 100 years. Now, why do you think this name is not known to anybody? I mean, the name, the name of the creator should be known to people. I mean, I know that they have other names that they call him. They call him homage, or actually does say that. They call him the Great Spirit, Ago Queen, Ego Queen. Um, Other names, we've had the name Jehovah. We've had Eohi. But why this particular name Jehovah, that angels older than our planet, older than our planet has been using, even from way up to the interior, the lower heavens, the atmosphere. This name has been suppressed. Why do you think this name has been suppressed?
Um, because of religion and everything else in it, and um, I've always been taught that it's always been like evil in the world. There's some type of evil spirit or something that's behind it. So it was suppressed because and nobody knows it because and that's what I think. When religion took place, when religion came into the picture and started with all um these different gods and false gods and stuff, and you didn't know who you were
Right,
worshiping.
right,
So everyone except for Jehovah, the Great Spirit, the Creator. And so religion has a big part in that, and everything. So
right. Religion took part of it, and this religion, when you read Oahspe, was decoded by a bunch of angels. One of them, Oahspe has revealed the name to be Luomong. Another one happened to be Gabriel. Deep subject. We're going to talk about that in our upcoming topics in the future. Uh, Among Anuasaj, Osiris, Sodgar, Anubai, all these names in Astaroth, Baal. were responsible for corrupting this name. We know that they had self in them, and when you read Oahspe, Oahspe also decoded the meaning of self. Self means Satan. So, and that's going to be another topic we're going to discuss in the future. Who and what is Satan? So, because they've not fully developed their self in them, they decided to take this name and saying that the worship of the Creator will no longer be worship on our planet. And they made a decree, and the decree they did was that anyone who worships the name Jehovah will be killed instantly. Now, Baal also made this decree also. Osiris did, and Asaj did. All these angels did, and they literally cut off the name Jehovah, saying that this name shall not be worshipped. And that's why we don't know much about this name. So what most people know is, oh, God, God, or Lord God, or Lord. So most people know Lord God, God, and Lord. And unfortunately, people are really lost. And the new light started in 1848, which is the Carsman cycle that started. So basically, for viewers who are viewing us, the Carsman cycle started in 1840, and that's the 25th cycle that we're in. So a new light came in, and during that time, Oahspe was revealed to the world in 1882. It's not an old revelation, and it's not a new revelation either. All this information, if you're a true prophet, you could get this information from the lower heaven. Your angels, if you have guardian angels who are in service to the Creator, they will reveal this information to you. The only time you don't get this information is if you have angels or spirits who have not actually resurrected out of first resurrection. So angels in second resurrection heaven actually give you the right information. The first resurrection angels, they give the wrong information because they've not advanced in wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So they're doing stuff in self. Just like we live in New York City. Sister, what part of the country do you live?
What part of the country?
Yeah. Okay. So when in the city that you live, you see some group of community that live together. They do things in unity, while you see some other community they don't do. They do things whatever. So it's the same way in the lower heaven. The individual angels that reside in first resurrection inspire we humans, and that's how we get all this wrong information about who's Jehovah, who is the Creator, because they don't even know. But the second resurrection angels that transmitted the information to John Newbrom, which I shorten his name to be JBN, they gave him the proper information. And when you read Oahspe, you could clearly see they keep on saying Jehovah, Jehovah, the Creator. But when you read other sacred Bibles, this name is not there. Um, so, I mean, if you have any other questions, we could talk about it. But, to answer our viewers out there, Jehovah is the Creator, is the incomprehensive one. No angels or any human have ever seen the Creator, Jehovah, and they will never see Jehovah, regardless of how high their rank is. So they could be a Nivanian angel or an Oitan angel or even an Eon angel. They'll never see the Creator. So the Creator created us. He gave us a spirit so that we could ask all these questions. And for my years of reading Oahspe, I've been reading Oahspe for more than 2 years now. I can tell for sure who the Creator is. He's the one that created heaven and earth. And he speaks to our soul when you go to sleep. And if you're in a quiet mode, when you're silent and your thoughts, you're not thinking about a lot of stuff, the Creator will speak to you. And that's, publicly people call it conscience, but in reality that's not really conscience. That's the creator speaking to you, because it tells you the right stuff. Now another thing is that people think that the creator is a e, but the creator is also feminine. It's a she too. So there's nothing wrong if you call the creator or she. You could call it a she, you could call it a e. So that's another thing about the creator. Do you have any questions, or do you have anything to add to it?
No, it's just that I'm very new to reading the Oahspe and everything, and
Right.
so I'm learning slowly but surely. I'm reading it and learning it, and it does clarify a lot of misunderstandings and stuff that leaves you wondering when you read like the Bible or other stuff people read, the Tanakh,
Mm.
things of that nature. So yeah, it speaks very plain and very clear, the OASP. So it doesn't leave you lingering of what's going on.
Right, and that's why one of the reasons why the OASpe College University had to come about, because we intend to teach this to the world. And we're in the age of knowing. We're no longer in the age, or should I say, the cycle of our believing. Now we're in the cycle of knowing. So if a book gives you an information, it also has to give you a way to explain it. So if that book doesn't explain anything to you, then that's not the book for you, especially a spiritual book. A spiritual book should be able to tell you, XYZ is equal to ZYZ. And if that book can tell you that, that's not your book. And that's one of the reasons we're here, because the creator put us down here on this planet so we could learn corporeal stuff, we could learn mortality, we could learn the elements, we could learn our surroundings. So when we cross over to the new world, which is called the atmospheric heaven, we continue to rise in spirit and get to know more about the creator. um so if there's no other questions from your side, I'm gonna stop the broadcast. And then, well, one of our upcoming topics is going to be who and what is a fetus. For those viewers who would like to know more about OAPSI, you could go on Amazon.com, or you could search on eBay for OASPE. The right spelling is OAHSPE. Um, and for those of you who are wondering, what is OAPSI? OAPSI is uh, O stands for sky, and stands for our planet, or what we call Earth. And then the SPE stands for spirit. So because it compromises the entire circle, the entire heaven, earth, and our spirit, our soul, whatever it is, they called it OAPSI. Now, is OAPSI a Bible? Yes, it is. Is it a new revelation on an or old revelation? No, this revelation has been in existence. And for those of you who have the gift of seeing, you could, check the Akashi record, what they call it. But the libraries of heaven is up there, and you can actually search and you get this information for yourself, and you could tell the truth for yourself. Um, so if you want to send us an email, just check on our YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and our email is always below the video. Thank you for joining us. Light and peace, everyone. Bye bye now.